yet?
It is Saturday night once again. This is the Overnight Mouse Party. I'm a sleepy DM Plus. Might be a short one today. But tonight, we have Gizzard Gary. How's it going, Gizzard?
Good morning. It's going great, man. Wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's a beautiful weekend. Thanks for having me.
And Guns and Barbecue. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm here. I am beginning to caffeinate myself, so I should stay awake. Thank you for the invite.
Caffeine doesn't work on me.
It doesn't. I don't know if it really does anything for me, but I just like the taste of this monster.
I've never had a cup of coffee and thought I am now more awake than I was before I had this cup of coffee.
I'm not a person that needs coffee in the morning. Like I wake up and like, all right, let's go do stuff. I'm told that makes me a morning person. I don't know.
I turned into kind of a morning person. I like to, when I can, I prefer to go to bed a little early and then be up, like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I think that's a sign of sickness, personally.
Oh, that's possible. But I got home from work about 8:30 this morning, changed my clothes, and then drove up to see Skadzer Valley Guns. That's a 2.5 hour drive. And did the 4473 for the 2 guns that I bought. It is awesome to have a friend that has an FFL, and sometimes kind of sucks to have a friend that has an FFL. When I was chatting with him about coming up to do the paperwork on the one gun that I was buying, I made a joke about another gun, and he says to me, I can make that happen. Oh, I was just wait, what? So I ended up buying a second gun.
That sounds like a great problem to have.
No. Because my wife is pissed.
And say, raise your hand if that's ever happened to you before. Yes. Yes.
Did you tell her it was buy one, get one? It just turns out that the one you're originally getting was like double the price. You didn't realize it?
No, the problem is just kind of the large sum that I took out at one time. Because normally I'll just take out a little bit here, a little bit there, where it doesn't show up. Basically, I'm not laundering money, but so there isn't a one large amount that comes out like there was this time.
That will happen.
Yeah. But so in 10 days, the 10 days for safety in Washington State, then I can go pick them up. So I'll go pick them up Sunday after next.
I look forward to hearing what they are.
Pinned at the top of the chat is a link for this week's poll. And I forgot to look at last week's poll, so we'll look at that also. Permitting I don't forget. But it's always nice to be able to go up and see Skagit Valley, but God, I hate that drive. I have to drive up. There's two really bad spots. One when you go by Fort Lewis, traffic is always terrible. And then when you get up Seattle.
Yeah.
And it was sunny, really nice here when I left. And then kind of when I hit Seattle, it was snowing. But it was wet snow, so there's lots of road spray. But we made it there and back safely. So
I'm glad to hear that.
And he's like, "Oh, Glock sent me a bunch of merch to give out. So here, take all this stuff." So he gave me some Glock trinkets.
I wish the gnome lived close to me.
Yeah, I wish he lived closer to me also.
Right?
Well, I will tell you, I'm buying a shotgun
Nice.
and a 45 Colt.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
Nice.
And now I'm... Oh,
I don't have a 45 Colt. Sounds
Is
nice.
it single action army clone?
You'll have to wait. Yeah, and then I looked up how much
Blue balled
45
me.
Colt costs. It's like over $1 a round.
It's worth it.
It's just money.
M. Gabriel wants to know who's the gnome. Clovertac? No, it's not Clovertac. The artist formerly known as Baron SVG.
Indeed.
Oh, Woods is out there.
Hi, Woods.
Well, let me go through and say hello to the few people that are out there so far. Vulcan Rumble is here also. Gizzard Gary. M. Gabriel. And Woods. I think that's everybody. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy. I have now. If I'm speaking of the musician Ozzy Osbourne, I will tend to say or Osborne, I'll say Osborne. I just did it there because I've said Ozzy Osbourne so many times. So our Ozzy has usurped the other Ozzy.
He is the new Prince of Darkness.
A Grim Reaper reviews.
Just realized I was muted this whole time.
I don't know. Has there been any news? Any gun news? I know there was something that happened this week that I didn't write down. I know
There was something in Maryland. I don't remember what.
I've seen some videos about an upcoming Supreme Court case for magazine bans, but
Well, they haven't taken one, so
I was gonna say, was it an upcoming Supreme Court case, or are you talking
I thought it
about
was, but I
the
don't know. I saw the video. I
DC
saw the thumbnails on the video.
the DC Supreme Court saying that the magazine restrictions in DC are unconstitutional, which people are saying like it's basically creating a circuit split.
I guess perhaps I need to watch a video and find out for sure because I don't know.
yeah, they haven't taken one yet, and the DC ruling, like Barbecue was saying, creates a split. So hopefully that will trigger the Supreme Court into fixing the problem. That way there's not different appeals court with different rules. So everybody's playing by the same rules.
What do you guys think the odds of that actually happening are?
I don't know. I try to stay positive, but I'm at the point where it's not going to happen until it happens.
I like it.
Fair. That's fair.
I don't think that this decision coming out of DC is as groundbreaking, favorable, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of words. Anyways, if you think back to the bump stock ban, you had 4 or 5 different circuits make rulings on that, and it was split like 3-2, might have been even 3-3. I don't remember. And it took forever for the Supreme Court to finally hear a bump stock ban case. So, and the thing is, DC isn't truly its own circuit. It's just DC Supreme Court, just as every state has their own Supreme Court. So I would love for it to force that hand, but I don't think it's enough yet. The only way I see it being enough is just simply because it's in DC.
Like I said, I don't know, and I'm not going to fret about it because I can't do anything about it, and I am kind of getting tired of the YouTube videos. Oh, this ruling is the end of magazine bans. This ruling is the end of that. This ruling is the end of. No, it's not. And then, like, Four Boxes Diner, who I really liked at the beginning, and now I still pay attention to him because he's keeps up on the cases, but you know, he'll say this federal court had this monumental ruling, and then he'll put a Supreme Court judge on the thumbnail, but it wasn't a court case dealing with the Supreme Court.
Well, because his implication is this is going to go to the Supreme Court, and it's clickbait, and like, I don't dislike the guy, but I'm not head over heels for the guy. I appreciate his insight. When he dives off into some of the other political stuff, again, I appreciate his legal insight on the matters, and you know, because he is looking back at some of the old text and things like that. But like I said, everything is very clickbaity with him. Everything is major breaking news. It's either end of the world or leprechauns and pots of gold and unicorns. There's like no in between with that guy.
So all in all, yeah, we'll see. I did get, I guess a Ranger eye patch. It's what I ordered that night from Blade HQ. Here, I'll make myself the biggers. Hold on. I saw this, the Wiener Warrior. So that'll go out in some future giveaway.
It's funny.
Oh, what else is going on? I will if you did not happen to catch G-Web's chat today, his gun questions chat, go back and listen to it. I thought it was really good. I was listening to it on my way home, on my drive home. Kind of later in the chat, Tony was talking about activism and stuff, and it was really good stuff he was saying. Really worth listening to, I think so. I think.
All right.
TJ fishing and shooting. He just put up a video of him shooting 800 yards. I was watching that before the chat tonight.
Awesome.
Grim Reaper said, I only have like 2 or 3 AR mags left. I sold and shipped all my mags to Cali during the Freedom Week when I lived in Arizona. Replaced them with Magpul mags. AAF, American Ammo and Firearms. Good evening. Vulcan Rumble wants to know, does anybody make a goal, GOAL, paracord bead with 10 millimeter hole? I have not a clue.
I don't even know what all that means. Like I know what paracord is. I know what a hole is. I know what 10 millimeter is. Is he trying to make bracelets?
Not sure either. According to the AI, gold G.O.A.L. beads generally refer to soccer-themed focal beads, often 20 millimeter to 30 millimeter, made from silicone or rubber, commonly used for DIY crafts projects like beaded pens, keychains, and lanyards. I guess you could drill one out, make it bigger, depending on what it's made of. Vulcan Rumble said he's trying to teach kids to tie knots.
Nice.
I wish I knew more knots. I've watched videos on knot tying, but I can never remember how to tie the knot.
Yep. Same here. I'm like, oh, that looks like a really useful knot. I'm going to remember that. Nope. Every time.
And I was not in the Boy Scouts, so I never learned. So, why don't we go ahead and look at this week's poll?
Woo-hoo. Oh, what about last week's poll too? You gonna look at that one?
Yeah, well, we'll look at last week's poll first.
Yes.
And then we'll look at this week's poll. Let's see if I got the right poll up here. So last week I had asked, with stuff popping up in Iran, are you worried for your safety here? Yes, it's fixing to get crazy. No, it's an over there problem. I'm going to be as cautious as always, or it's just to distract from something else. 57% said I'm going to be just as cautious as always. 20% said no, it's an over there problem. 15%, it's just to distract from something else. And 8% said yes, it's fixing to get crazy. Looking at the comments, let me make sure we got all the comments. The New York Outcast says things are always cool until they're not. X out of 1, I'm wary. There are several mosques in San Antonio and a lot of Muslims and many, many undocumented and freshly minted foreigners that are quick to defend their home countries, according to them. Not necessarily scary, but worrisome. If you tune into their radio stations, they actively talk about changing the U.S. from within and installing local leadership in places that they reside and spreading their ways. This isn't something that I read on the internet. It's real life. Iranians are in mass numbers, but religious pulls crazy together. Boomstick Mark 5. I wonder who actually has the cheapest plain old hamburger. Gear websites. Wait 4 weeks and the poll will be asking about some other current news and threats, our safety / future. Guns and Barbecue. Where is I own 10 1911? I'm invincible. a two world wars option. Oh, where is those options?
Oh, did I forget to put the?
Looks like he has a beer. Now the goddamn bacon. I, for one, am keeping an eye on the kebab prices. Or as the British would say, kebab. I am me. Did everyone forget about the Iranian drone submarine off the New Jersey coast last fall? Gizzard Gary, I've been living with Iran's hijinks since I was 19 before I started working at the nuke plant. This was overdue. As for my safety here, I'm not worried. America is nowhere near as assimilated as they say. England, although New York is getting close. Oh, sorry. American is nowhere near as assimilated as, say, England. Though New York is getting close. I will say this and take it for what it's worth. Rich was right.
What?
DJ Play Nice said, I ain't scared yet. Oh, I'm not going to change my daily routines. Grim Reaper said, cautious as always. The few things that you've heard in the news, the quote terror attacks, it's kind of stuff that I don't want to say happens every day, but I mean, it has happened in the past, and it's for this reason or that reason, and this time it was for this reason. So, and I'll just stop sharing so I can back up here. Oops. And we'll get over to the other poll. That there. Do that there. There we go. There we go. So this week's poll was, will the Supreme Court take up a mag ban or semi-automatic rifle ban case? Yes, they're waiting for the right cases. No, there is no will to do so. I don't know, or a bunch of laughing. It's kind of the Spider-Man meme with Jonah Jameson. Wait, you're serious? 35% said no, there is no will to do so. 25% said yes, they are waiting for the right cases. 23% was laughing, and 17% said, I don't know. Looking at the comments, the goddamn bacon said cue Jonah Jameson's laugh, though the correct answer is I don't know. Red Rooster 314, protect the Second Amendment. Vanessa Kitty, no, they are actively trying to turn this country into some authoritarian dictatorship. Yeah, I like to think they will, but I don't know. Yeah. Let me go and stop sharing. The Ozark Trail knife I got from Ron Wayne. Cut my finger the other day.
Ooh.
It's pretty sharp. Ah, I almost cut myself right there. It's a pretty sharp knife. I like it. I just wish it was a little heavier. I actually have two. I guess I will have one too from him. Um, yeah, I was just looking at Vulcan Rumble. It's a cheap market basket kitchen and grocery store. $2.99 cheeseburger with fries that are loose, and $4.99 double cheeseburger with Lucy fries. Not sure what Lucy fries are, but it sounds like a good price. What else is going on? What else do we want to talk about? Anything? Anyone?
Let's see. The United States has made the semifinals of the World Baseball Classic.
What? I thought they lost to Italy.
They were still alive after that, though.
I just don't understand how they're not in a consolation bracket. And
they're in the semifinals against the Dominican Republic. They play 8:00 p.m. Sunday night, and they will meet the winner of Venezuela and Italy for the final. So, if they win. That's exciting. My high school played for the state championship today and lost, sadly, but
and what?
so they took the silver medal. The Kansas
Who are they playing for?
class Kansas Class 3A basketball.
Oh, okay.
When I was in high school, that was the largest group. That was the top group was 3A, but now there's a 4A.
6A is the biggest here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania, for the longest time, the biggest was 4A. I don't know when, but they went to all the way up to 6A now.
6A is a really big high schools like in Kansas City and, Topeka and stuff like that. So
yeah, we got a couple of those around here. There's not a whole lot of 6A schools, which my high school that I went to, I think went from a 3A to a 4A, but they play several 6A schools every year.
A lot of A's.
It is.
hey.
My high school is a 4A. I asked the Google how many A's South Kitsap High School.
South Ketchup High School?
Kitsap.
Oh.
I don't know what
What was your mascot?
wolf. We were the Wolves.
Oh.
Looks like according to the Wikipedia, there's 2,448 students in the 24-25 year. That's 9 through 12. There were somewhere right around 2,000, I think, when I went. Wood said he got his RG24 back from his dad, so he's all set for CCW.
Nice.
And a Car 9. I still want to. There was a car. I can never remember the model numbers on the cars, but it was a 40. It was a stainless 40 car. And it felt perfect in my hand when I was looking at it. Gun shop had a used one. And I still think about that gun. I didn't have enough money when I was there, so I didn't buy it. Every now and again, I'll go on like Gun Broker and look.
Yep.
But well, yeah, get out of there. I don't need you. I don't want to see you. I was just going to show, for those who might not know, I believe this is what the RG24, the ROM, that was this talking about. I don't know if his has the white grips, but Wood said he only supports 2A schools. Are there any?
There are. I'm gonna say,
Hillsdale College.
oh,
They're the only college that doesn't take federal money. At least they used to be. I don't know if they still are.
you were talking about in the Pacific.
Wood said 6A is too many 9mm. According to the Google, well, it says that each state controls how many A's their school will have. And according to the Google, 6A schools are generally defined as having the highest enrollment numbers, 1,000 or 1,026 plus students in some states, placing them in the largest competition bracket. Kansas has 36, Oregon has 50. So I guess you can't really go by the amount of A's. If they're saying, if it's true that 6A schools are only 1,000 students.
But is that per class?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Because if that was the case, my alma mater, we would be a 6A school. The average graduating class out of there is about 250 kids. So I'm thinking that might be per class. Because I know the one 6A school that is up by Erie, I heard that school has close to like 1,500, almost 2,000 kids per graduating class, which I couldn't even fathom. I mean, that's almost 10 times what my graduating class was. It's insane.
I don't know. It just says enrollment. Florida has 67, but they have 2,000 to 2,500. Alabama 32. They have a 7A. Oh, Class 7A was removed in a recent restructuring.
Seven, eight. Good God.
I don't know. I don't think it's a good measure since it's so it looks like it's is here enrollment based. 6A usually represents the largest school in the state, but the actual size varies. For example, a 6A school in Oregon starts at 1,005 students, while Texas requires 2,215. Most states reclassify schools every 2 years to account for shifts in student population. So it sounds like it's total enrollment.
Huh.
Garage guys out there, he just did a video, his Glock Talk on the G48, which was the first Glock I ever shot was a G48, and I really liked it. Wood said his ROM does have the white grips, but more tan, old white. I was just looking up the largest high schools in Washington. Personal
Nice.
curiosity. My high school is on the list. 2,400 students. The largest says Tijuana High School, 3,100 students.
Holy cow.
It's a lot of kids. And there were, after I graduated, I ran into somebody that was in my class in high school that I didn't know who they were. I'd never met them before that I could recall. There was also a gal that I knew that my uncle married, which was really weird. Gigi Miss Rocket said there's a gun club in Texas challenging the Hughes Amendment in federal court.
I wonder how they're doing that.
Every time I hear the Hughes Amendment, I always think of the
West Virginia.
No, Don't Rock the Boat,
Oh,
the Hughes Corporation. Wood said Kennedy Catholic is 4A. I don't know Kennedy Catholic. I will tell you, some of the wildest girls I ever knew were Catholic. Went to
Yep.
Catholics. That, at least around where I grew up, the religious schools, a lot of the kids got sent there because they were wild kids. So they tended to be kind of wild schools.
Catholic or Amish?
I
Either
don't
one
think
of
I've
those.
ever known an Amish person. There aren't any Amish around here. You will see kind of what I would, I've never talked to them, but guessing they're fundamentalist Christians just by the way they're dressed. Usually see the women with kids, and they kind of the Amish-ish plain clothing.
Talking about Mennonites?
No, I don't think there's Mennonites out here, but there's lots of little sects that'll, not sex, but sects, SECTS.
Yep.
That'll be more fundamentalists that lean towards, Mennonite, Amish. Skagit Valley Guns is out there. My friend and enabler. Grim Reaper said his school went from A to 1A. Wasn't it 1A when it was A? That's only 1A if you're A.
Yeah.
Did you really go anywhere? Wood said facts. I think talking about the Catholic girls. Oh, anything else? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Topics on your mind? Anything you want to get off your chest?
I got nothing.
What about you, Gary?
Man, I don't know. Just kind of a dead weekend.
Calamity Jean is out there. Wow. Good evening. Probably couldn't sleep. I think half the people that show up here just couldn't sleep or had to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Well, it's nice to give them something to turn on to and listen to, even if you're an insomniac. And there's always Foss.
Not for long.
Well, for a couple more weeks.
Well, that's true.
So on Easter, which it was just kind of a coincidence, I didn't plan it that way. But Easter Sunday will be our first morning chat. So there will, what is that? What's today? 14th?
Yes.
No.
For you, it is. Yeah.
1, 2. I'm just hang on. I'm just trying to look at my calendar here. Snoopy calendar. So three more overnight mouse parties, and then we're moving to Sunday mornings. We're being pulled in by the vacuum of Gizzard Gary absence.
That's been open for quite a while now, to be fair.
Well, I was far enough away where the pull was gentle, but as we get closer, it gets stronger.
So we're gonna go from I've got to get a nap so I can get up for Foss's show to where it's gonna turn into I better get to bed in time so I can get up for Foss's show.
Yes, Gary's absence on Sunday mornings has created a singularity. Vulcan Rumble wants to know what time. 9 o'clock Pacific.
Oh, there's a Gradle right there.
Gosh, that's 11 o'clock here. I think I can handle that.
9 Pacific. That's noon here.
That's noon for you, yeah. Sunday lunch date.
I will say, wrestling season next year, that will be interesting.
You're gonna have to pick your priorities.
Right? We have to go and find tournaments that have split start times. Have my kids wrestle 8 a.m. That way we're done by hopefully 11.
I fully understand your kids taking precedent over the chat.
No,
I do whatever is required from my paycheck. Yeah.
I can't let them think that they take precedent. Then they get a big head and you got to keep them in check.
Vulcan Rumble said 1 p.m. for him, and I asked him. Wood said 9 a.m. reeks of effort. Not really. I think 6 a.m. would be effort. But 9 a.m. Yeah, that's the April 5th, I believe. Is the Sunday.
163.
We want to do a bracket.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
I'll probably need your help, Gary. It's a music bracket. Songs. Let's talk about the weather.
Cool.
So,
So,
may I tell a fun story from this evening?
sure.
So, my parents came over to help me finish stuffing some Easter eggs because earlier this week at wrestling, I ended up doing something to my thumb. I'm not really sure what, but it hurts really bad. Bad enough that stuffing Easter eggs was not going well. So they helped me stuff the remaining like 100 that I needed to stuff for my Easter egg hunt tomorrow. And then they're like, "You want to go to dinner with us?" I was like, "Sure, whatever." There's a bar not far from my place that was having a fish dinner special and whatnot. So went there to have that, and I figured out the jukebox thing, where if you download the app, you can, just purchase songs right through your phone to play at the bar. I was like, sweet. So I
Wow.
played a couple. Yeah, like technology, it's amazing. Not only that, but it does it off of a location proximity. So, like, there was another bar that's like 10 miles away where I could have just started playing random crap there and messing with anybody. So, anyways, I start doing that, and there's an option where if you pay an extra $1, your song gets to immediately jump to the next song in the queue. And I was like, those rat bastards, somebody did that to me, which immediately in my head was like, okay, two can play at this game. Now we have war. So I then played The Weather Girls, It's Raining Men, Tom Jones, What's New Pussycat. There's a few others. I just started immediately playing ridiculous crap. And at least to me, it was incredible. I'm pretty sure they started catching on because they started jumping over some of those songs, and it was $10 well spent.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. You can pay to move up in the
Yeah.
what. It was back when I was in high school and we'd go to Godfather's Pizza after track practice. They had a jukebox and we would pump a bunch of money in. That way it'd be like an hour of whatever songs we wanted to listen to. And then we figured out that there were controls on the back of the jukebox. If you slid it out a little bit, you can control the volume and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. I say, speaking of volume, that's another song that I played was Air Supply, Making Love Out of Nothing, which ironically, that song played really loud compared to everything else that played. Not sure why. Also played Surfing Bird. Those are the ones that all jump out at me.
Do you? I don't. Have you ever had the little jukebox on your table like in Johnny Rockets?
Yes, there is a diner in Baldwinsville, New York, that still had those. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, this bracket I just kind of threw together pre-chat. So, and with YouTube and the way they're handling songs, being a pain in the butt. Oh, G-Webs is just in time for the music bracket. He couldn't miss the music.
Got him.
Would have been better if it was a sports bracket, but
Speaking of sports, NCAA Division I national championships for wrestling are in 2 weeks.
How this works.
yes.
Started the show an hour late today, I see, or an hour early today.
No.
I think G
Yes.
was forgot about the time zone.
Well, they don't have time zones in Arizona. They don't believe in changing times.
Well, that's the problem is he switches time zones.
Yeah, Texas, I think, started doing that this time, so they'll be able to taste some of this. I forgot about all that though. All my stuff went off right now.
The time changes around Arizona. Arizona does not change time. Calamity Gene said, I'd have played the song from the Blue Oyster and Police Academy, just to see people's faces.
What song is that?
Like
I can't remember.
Grim Reaper said, "Tell barbecue to either keep his thumb out of places it doesn't belong or quit hitchhiking."
I wish it was something like that. The worst part was I needed to leave practice like 15 minutes earlier than we were actually ending. So I went out, checked my phone to see what time it was, and it was 7:29. I was like, I've got to leave at 7:30. I was like, I can go in and beat the shit out of this 14-year-old one more time. And I went in there and I was like, hey, I got one more round for you. He's like, cool. And he's kind of dancing around. I shot in on a single leg. I had it locked up good and just somehow jammed my thumb. I was like, go figure. Had to do that last one.
Oh, so songs that mention the weather, they don't have to be completely about the weather. Just mention the weather in some way. We've got Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, B.G. Thomas. Riders on the Storm, The Doors. Fire and Rain, Taylor. What's his face? James Taylor. Thunder Only Happens When It's Raining, which isn't true. By
Stevie
Nicks. Seasons in the Sun. I forgot his name. It's like his only hit.
Paul Sedaka.
By the way,
Nah.
the Fleetwood Mac song, the correct title is Dreams, by the way.
Oh, well, that's what I grabbed them off the list, and that's how they listed it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a line in the song Dreams. Yeah.
Wasn't my fault. My fact checker was out sick today. My
I don't
proofreader.
trust the robots.
It Never Rains in Southern California.
Also not true.
It's I don't remember who he is either, but Mr. Blue Sky by ELO. November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Kentucky Rain by Elvis. Stormy Weather, and there's a bunch of people that have covered that song. I was listening to the Etta James version. Fixing a Hole, that's also Beatles. It's about weed. Heat Wave, Martha and the Vandellas. I Love a Rainy Night, Eddie Rabbit. When I was a kid, I loved that song.
It's catchy.
In the Summertime, Mungo Jerry. Rainy Days and Mondays by Carpenters, not the Carpenters. Carpenters.
Very good.
Are there any questions?
Yeah, you're missing a lot. Purple Rain.
Smoky Mountain Rain, Ronnie Millsap.
Blame It on
Have
the
a night,
Rain.
TJ. Well, I didn't put Purple Rain on here because Purple Rain isn't a thing.
Thunder
It's
Rolls.
Raining Men. I mean, literally, they're called the Weather Girls.
Well, you tell me how I can fit all those into 16.
32.
Explain that to me.
Let It Snow. That should be there. Cold as Ice. There you go.
Oh yeah. Well,
Well,
that
Cold
that
as
one's not
ice
really
is
about
about
weather.
ice, not weather.
It's as cold as ice, meaning
Yeah.
weather.
So is my freezer.
Yeah, but it's saying about like going outside and doing stuff. It's not like it's cold as ice in my freezer.
No, he's thinking about a woman.
Oh, okay.
presumably. Never
Could've
actually
been a month.
snowed.
That's true. Oh, so let me shuffle these teams. Yes.
They call the wind Mariah.
Wind called Mary.
Seminole Wind, John Anderson.
So we've got Kentucky Rain by Elvis against Fixing a Hole by the Beatles. G-Webs.
I kind of like Fixing a Hole, but Elvis is going to win this one. It should win this one. It's the best song.
Elvis. Gizzard.
Another vote for the king.
Elvis. Elvis Pachenko. Elvis Stroika.
Elvis Gerback.
Elvis Costello. Barbecue.
I'm going to vote for Elvis.
Elvis. Calamity wants to know what's bracket. It's songs that mention the weather. I think I will also go with Elvis the Pelvis. It is probably my favorite Elvis song. I do like Fixing a Hole also because I am an admitted Beatles fan. Kentucky Rain's going to move on. Now we've got Here Comes the Sun, also by the Beatles. And Dreams, Thunder Only Happens When It's Raining. G-Webs.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. Gizzard.
Give me those dreams.
Dreams. Barbecue.
Yeah, I got to go with Fleetwood Mac on this one.
Fleetwood Mac. Grim Reaper had said Elvis. Calamity Gene said It's Raining Man. I'm going to go Here Comes the Sun. I really like that song. But
Oh, Sunshine on My Shoulders. That should be on.
John Denver, come on.
what? Again, tell me how I can fit more than 16 in a 16 bracket.
By doubling it?
That's how I'd do it.
Well, you
I don't know.
come
I do
Monday.
feel-
It'll be all right.
You can go ahead and do that. Now we've got Rainy Days and Mondays, and It Never Rains in Southern California. G-Webs.
I don't really like either one of these songs that much. So the first one, I guess.
So Gary.
Give me Karen and Richard Carpenter.
Calamity Jean said that she's half asleep. Yeah, I think most of us are. Barbecue.
I'm not sure if I'm familiar with either of these songs. Who are the bands?
Carpenters.
Carpenters. Rainy Days and Mondays always get me down. Then it
Versus
rains in Southern California.
They're both like sad songs.
I feel like I've heard the Rainy Days song.
You've heard
It rings a bell. We'll go with that.
It was a popular song in the olden days.
Plus, I can't in good conscience vote for anything that says California.
Calamity Jean said It Never Rains in Southern California. Well, when you say olden days, to someone younger than us, yes, olden days. But to us, I don't consider that the olden days.
I can remember when that song came out.
Well, I don't think I've heard that song since I was a little kid on the radio.
Plays on music. So I've heard it a lot. Well, technically it's DMX, but it's a music style company. Yeah, I will go with the Carpenters. Now we've got In the Summertime against Heat Wave. G-Webs.
Summertime, even though that's about a season, not the weather.
In the summertime, when the weather's high, you can reach right up and touch the sky in the summertime.
That's talking about
Yeah,
the weather
when you
being
get
on
weather.
drugs, and I don't count that as being about the weather.
They mention I didn't say about, I said mention the weather. Because in order to have done a bracket about the weather, I would have had to taken more time to look into the lyrics and double check them, which I didn't have enough time. That's why I switched it to mention the weather rather than about the weather.
Too bad you don't have a Discord where you could just put something like that, out ahead of time and let people look it over.
Well, the problem was
was
I had forgotten to do a bracket until 15 minutes. As I was talking to you in the pre-chat, I was doing the bracket.
Ah. Impromptu is what you're telling me.
Yes. Oh, so which one were you picking, G-Webs?
What were they again?
In the summertime.
In the summertime and Heat Wave. It's in the summertime.
Summertime.
I was saying
Is there-
even though it's about a season and not the weather.
Which one are you choosing, Gizzard?
I'm going to go with Mungo Jerry here, man. One and only.
Barbecue.
We have In the Summertime and what else? I'm sorry, I missed the other option.
Heat Wave.
Whatever Gary didn't vote for.
So Heat Wave. Calamity said In the Summertime. I will also go In the Summertime. Yeah, I was
So
gonna
which
originally. I was gonna do classic Pontiac, but as I was looking at pictures, it's I don't feel like downloading pictures, so we'll do a music bracket. What do
So
you
what
say, Gary?
version of
Martha and the Vandellas. So now we've got Seasons in the Sun against November Rain. G-Webs.
November Rain.
November Rain. Gizzard.
I can't stand that song. Basically, Guns N' Roses decided to quit doing music and start being theatrical. And give me Seasons in the Sun. It's a very, very inspirational. It's a sad song, but
It is.
you got to read the story behind it sometime. It's really
Oh, so this
Really
is
good.
November Rain, it's Guns N' Roses, not November Rain.
Right.
Elvis.
Barbecue.
I'm not surprised that Gary did not vote for Guns N' Roses. He's getting old, and that rock music is too loud for him these days. But I'm going to vote for Guns N' Roses here. I think November Rain is going to have a strong run.
the song sucks. It's too long. The video sucks.
Well, that's unfortunate for you because it's moving on. Gonna go November Rain. I do like Seasons in the Sun. I mean, I do. I like all these songs. That's why I put them on here because these brackets are about me and what I like. Mostly, I will from time to time throw in something that I might not like just to add to diversity. But
You just said you don't like
These-
diversity?
these are songs that I like.
So
Bear
he's
Paw
ma-
Ridge is out there.
He's anti-DEI. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what a very strong stance against it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got Mr. Blue Sky, ELO, against I Love a Rainy Night, Eddie Rabbit, G-Webs.
Not ELO.
Really? Gizzard.
Not Eddie Rabbit, 100%. Besides, ELO rocks, and that song rocks.
X Adam 1 is out there. He said bracket topic, songs I've never heard.
How old is
Extra
X Adam 1?
Extra bonus for the youngins, songs that you never heard of.
I think he's in his 30s. Barbecue. Mr. Blue Sky, I Love a Rainy Night.
So this is probably going to seem like I'm just voting against Gary because, that one time where I was like, whatever Gary didn't vote for, but that's not actually what's happening here.
That and you like
Um,
corny country shit too. So, I mean, you like Billy Ray Cyrus, and this falls right into that vein of corny country songs. Corny
Yeah, I'm going with Eddie
repetitive
Rabbit.
country songs.
Oh. I think ELO is it's one guy against a group, but ELO is a better group. But I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love to watch the thunder and the lightning as it lights up the sky. It makes me feel so good. And when I was a kid, we had that on record. I listened to it all the time. That, and I listened to ABBA and Leo Sayer.
Well, that and growing up around Seattle, you pretty much got to love a rainy night anyway because it rains constantly up there.
I do. I honestly do love watching the lightning. It's enthralling. Bear Paw Rich said Mr. Blue Sky, and I do love Mr. Blue Sky too, but I'm still gonna go I Love a Rainy Night. So now we've got Stormy Weather by various people against Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, BJ Thomas, G-Webs.
Raindrops, I guess.
And it's, I don't know, it's in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and it seems so out of place when the song comes on, when he's riding the bicycle. Gizzard.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody else is going to vote for it, so I'm going to vote for Stormy Weather here. That's a good old standard.
Weather.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather.
Barbecue.
Stormy weather and what else?
Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Oh, that's right. Raindrops.
Raindrops. Oops. Dude. Both Bear Paw and Calamity Jean said Raindrops. I will also say Raindrops. So now we've got Fire and Rain by James Taylor and Riders on the Storm by the Doors. G-Webs.
I'll do Fire and Rain.
Fire and Rain. Gizzard.
This is a tough one. Both these are classics.
Yeah.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Let's go with Fire and Rain.
Rain. Yeah, I believe that song's about when he was, because James Taylor went into a mental institution for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Fire and Rain is kind of came out of. Barbecue.
The Doors.
The Doors.
And you do got to give that one bonus points for actually having storm sounds in it too.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it kind of an interesting point. Killing Me Softly by who was that, Gary?
Roberta Flack.
Roberta Flack. That's about James Taylor. She went to a James Taylor concert, and
Oh,
after
really?
seeing him, she wrote Killing Me Softly.
I always wondered who that was about. That's cool.
Well, this is going to go out to the chat because I'm going Riders on the Storm. Let me get a bracket. Let me get a poll going here in the chat.
By the way, how is Garth Brooks, The Thunder Rolls, not on this list?
That's the one Garth Brooks song I like, and that was partly I just didn't think of it when I was trying to get the bracket done.
I'm thinking I'm going to have to steal this idea and just do a country songs one.
Fire and Rain and Riders. I'll just put Riders for Riders on the Storm. So the poll is up. Please vote. And we'll give it a little bit here.
Has anybody that wears glasses ever gotten the transition lenses that go to sunglasses when you go outside?
I've got them.
I never have.
Are they any good?
I love
I got
them.
a set of them for the first time, and I don't know if I'm going to like them or not. I'm already regretting it because I don't know. I feel like they're just going to randomly go dark in the middle of bright rooms and stuff.
Oh, the worst thing that happens is after you've been out driving for a while, if you go inside like a house or something like that, it takes a minute or so for them to lighten up.
Okay. But you get used to it, I'm assuming.
You get used to it, yeah.
When the transitions first came out, I knew a kid that got them, and back then they were really slow to transition from light
So
to
you'd be
dark.
wearing sunglasses every time you came inside?
Yeah.
Say, I've got a friend that has them. I haven't seen her in a while, but I mean, years ago, probably. Well, shoot, it was when I could see. She, like I said, she had them, and they were really quick. I was surprised.
So there's only 2 votes and it's tied. So we need, there we go. We got another vote. I'll give it just a minute if anybody else wants to vote. I don't know. I prefer just to have my regular glasses, and then if I need them when I'm driving or if I'm outside, I'll just put on I have prescription sunglasses.
I actually saw something today that really intrigued me. It's supposed to be smart glasses, but they're supposedly making these specifically for people who are legally blind, like with severe legal blindness like myself, where if you wear the special high-tech contacts with these glasses, it almost appears like it I don't know if it's transmitting to the contact itself or if it's like putting something up on the lenses of the glasses. But they look pretty cool. Really intrigued me, except for the $3,000 to $4,000 price tag. It's $3,000 if you buy in now before the release date. $4,000 if you purchase after.
I would think the wires you have to jam into your eyeballs.
Right?
I did
Yeah.
want to. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it was really intriguing.
I went. I had to get. I scratched my glasses last time. Not the time before last. Go out at the range. But I've got. I paid for the replacement plan. Luckily, so it was only $25, and they replaced the scratched lens. But while it's in there, Ray-Ban has AI glasses now. They don't show you anything, but
Yep.
they can play sound in the the earpiece. I don't know what this is technically called. You can play sounds, or you can use it to take pictures.
Oakley has them as well.
Those are all Meta, and then those companies work with them, but they're all the same guts inside Facebook.
I don't want the robot on my face.
Oh, I definitely want them. I can't get them because of my prescription. I tried to get them last night when I got a new prescription yesterday, but evidently there's some range that those things work in, and I'm outside of that range.
So now we've got Kentucky Rain.
So
Yes,
those things are
Thunder
on
only
all the
happens.
time, and they have people in like the Philippines watching them. So they're not just like AI watching them; they're AI and people. So just whenever you have glasses on, there's somebody in the Philippines watching everything you're doing.
G-Webs, Kentucky Rain or Thunder only happens when it's raining.
Well, Elvis or whatever the other one is, Fleetwood Mac, Elvis.
Elvis. Gizzard.
Oh, the other one's November Rain. This one's Kentucky Rain. The state matters. Now I get it.
Dreams.
Dreams.
Dude doesn't like Elvis. He hates Elvis.
Barbecue.
Dreams.
Dreams.
That's messed up.
Grim Reaper said, I heard a song the other day that I haven't heard since I was a kid, and it's so good. Rubber Band Man. It's on my iTunes. I've heard it a lot.
That's on the bracket for songs about rubber.
Songs about stretchy things. Calamity Jean said Kentucky Rain. Grim Reaper said King. But I'm going to go Kentucky Rain. So this again, let me get a poll up. And we'll have the chat decide.
I know that you can depend on the overnight audience to make decisions like this, but are you going to give the morning audience this kind of responsibility? All the yahoos that are awake in the morning?
So Thunder for Dreams. I guess I could have put Dreams for Dreams, but and Kentucky for Kentucky Rain.
You abbreviated Dreams with Thunder.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a little tired. I'm tired.
Is Thunderstruck about weather?
No.
He's struck by the sound of thunder.
Well, it does. I don't know. I don't know if I would include it because they just say thunder. Oh no, it would fit because he does sing a little bit about the weather, doesn't he? I don't remember the lyrics now. I think I'm mixing them up.
I know they say na 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 na, something like that.
And a lot of, so we'll give it just a few more moments here, but Kentucky Rain is winning. winning.
What's Kentucky Rain about?
His girl leaves him, so he goes walking through different towns to try and find her in the Kentucky. He's walking in the rain. He doesn't know why she left. So go ahead.
You could have put me and Bobby McGee on here because she talks about windshield wipers surfing time. Yeah.
You might have your windshield wipers on inside of a car wash, though.
When you're working at the car wash. Kentucky Rain is going to move on. So rainy days and Mondays in the summertime. G-Webs.
I think summertime. Upbeat wins over sad music.
Gizzard.
Oh. All right. Let's go with in the summertime.
Summertime. Barbecue.
Rainy days.
Rainy days. That's just because you're a pessimist. I'm going to go in the summertime when the weather is high.
I like to think I'm an optimistic pessimist.
So now we've got November Rain, or I Love a Rainy Night. G-Webs.
Ooh.
Here's what I don't love. When I walk down a hallway and my little dog decides he has to walk down the hallway first, and then he has to make sure that I'm still walking down the hallway. So I'm walking down the hallway, and then he just stops in front of me, looks at me. It's annoying. Rainy night.
My little dog, he'll follow, but he'll get excited and he'll jump and push on your calves.
Like, go faster, go faster. I know where we're going.
Yeah, he used to do that on the stairs, though.
That's just trying to kill you so he gets more food.
Gizzard.
The girls pay me more. Kill this one.
I'll vote for November Rain just to get that other stupid song off here.
November Rain. Barbecue.
Oh, this is tough. November Rain.
November Rain. Well, this is once again going to the chat because I'm going to go I Love a Rainy Night. Let me get a poll. Go on here. Calamity Jean put I Love a Rainy Night. So choose. November. And rainy night. And the poll is up.
If you're singing that song about a rainy night in November, you voted for both sides.
Bear Paw said November Rain.
Oh, yeah. Rainy Night in Georgia. That should be on here, too.
Oh, the night the lights went out in Georgia.
She does mention the snow. Footsteps in the snow.
Then it would be songs that mention weather instead of songs about the weather.
Once again, I did not say about the weather. I said mention the weather.
Oh, well,
Ooh, baby, it's cold outside.
You're not allowed to like that song anymore.
Oh, yes, I am.
Boomer.
What's wrong with that song?
It was canceled
The Wokies hate it
a few years ago.
because supposedly it's a rape song.
Oh yeah, it is about Braveheart.
Oh, we probably shouldn't say
It
words
is
like that.
not. 100% is not.
We won't get to finish the bracket live.
Setting it up so that some girl can't go home because it's too cold outside. Horrible.
Also got canceled the same year as a song called, acronymed WAP, was just storming across the country.
Oh, we're tied 50-50. We need one more vote. Next vote will take it. Your vote matters. Next vote carries a lot of weight, a lot of influence. You could. Oh, yep. There we go. November Rain. It did the poll thing where we got the vote, so it swung one way and then swung back. And so I think it's just the computer, the algorithm trying to figure out what's going on, where it fools you. So November Rain is going to move on. Now we've got Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head against Riders on the Storm. Gee whiz.
Riders. Keep
Gizzard.
falling.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we'll go with Riders on the Storm.
Riders on the Storm. Barbecue.
Raindrops.
Raindrops. Calamity Jean said both Raindrops and Riders. Bear Paw Rich, Riders on the Storm. I'm going to go Riders on the Storm. So now we've got Kentucky Rain in the Summertime. Gee whiz. Elvis. Gizzard.
Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry. Barbecue.
I drove through a Kentucky rainstorm when I drove truck. That was one of the few times where I ever had to pull over. It was raining that freaking hard. I'm going to go with Kentucky Rain.
Kentucky Rain.
I think the rain would be the hardest next to the water, like in the oceans or whatever.
Could not make the windshield wipers go fast enough to try and see. Worst part was I was on a 2-lane road.
Ooh, the Rain in the Park and other things. There's another good song.
MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park, too, yeah.
Making shit up.
Someone left the cake out in the rain. Yeah.
I'm going to go Kentucky Rain.
Nice rain cake.
Well, that's a song about loss, not about cake.
Yeah, we lost a cake.
So now we've got November Rain, Riders on the Storm. Gee whiz.
Riders of the Storm.
Riders on the Storm with a snort. Gizzard.
Riders on the Storm.
Barbecue.
You said Kentucky Rain or Riders on the Storm?
November Rain.
Oh, November Rain. November Rain.
November Rain. I'm going to go Riders on the Storm.
Now it's Kentucky Rain and Riders on the Storm.
Yes, Kentucky Rain and Riders on the Storm is our final. G-Webs.
Elvis should win this whole thing. Just respectful and the right thing to do.
Elvis. Gizzard.
Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on a Storm.
Does it really say an actor on loan?
It sure does.
Barb, you.
Mm.
The
This
storm that stopped him from riding, or riding in the storm?
If you give that man a ride, sweet family will die. I mean, it's pretty grim.
I'm gonna go with Riders on the
There's a
Storm.
killer on the road, man.
So Calamity said Riders. Bearpaw said Riders. Grim Reaper said King. So Kentucky Rain. I am going to go Riders on the Storm. So the best song that mentions weather, Riders on the Storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
The king is once again dead.
Yeah. Elvis didn't die. He just went home.
It's true.
Has anybody seen Men in Black?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm surprised. I did not think you would have, Gary. But I'm normally
Seen
surprised.
Men in Black 2. Yeah.
Well, the first one's the only one worth watching.
True.
What about Men in Black 3?
No,
I
that's
don't
even
think I've
worse.
ever seen 3. No.
I have not seen 3 either.
I saw Men in Black at the Discount Theater in Pullman, Washington. It was like $1.25. Can't remember if that's the night I almost got in a fight. I don't remember what movie it was I saw. Guys that were sitting a little bit ahead of us were they're drunk and being noisy. So I threw popcorn at them the whole movie. But I would kind of flick it with my thumb.
Nice.
And I was okay until my friend leans over and goes, I don't think you got him. Shut up.
Well, that is not my favorite Doors song.
Agreed.
What is your favorite Doors song?
LA Woman. That's a jam, man.
Gary's favorite song all time is Comfortably Numb.
Mr. Mojo Rising.
I think probably for me. Oh, People Are Strange.
When You're a Stranger.
I also like the Echo and the Bunnymen cover.
I mean, LA Woman's great, but you're going to want to sit and listen for about 9 minutes because it's a long song.
G-Webs. And I mentioned the chat you had today with Tony. I thought it was really good. I listened to it on my drive. It's like 2.5 hour drive home.
Oh shit! Where were you going?
Oh, I went up to see Scads of Valley Guns.
Oh, okay.
He's 2.5 hours north of me. So on the way back, I was listening to the chat. It was really good, especially when Tony was talking about the activism and all that. Read that. I don't remember the lady's name. You read, was it an article or statement?
Oh, from Mom at Arms, Jill
Yeah.
McDaniel.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. She's unique. People in Virginia are kind of unique, I guess. And yeah, it's an interesting, one of the more tame things that she's written. I agree
So
with
you
it.
got anything coming up?
Nothing good. Thanks for hosting, even though you just randomly do it at whatever random time nowadays. But one of these days I'll get used to your schedule. Just in time for you to change it to mornings, I guess.
Oh, the times they are changing.
You should do a bracket about songs with time in it. Sometime we should do a songs with time in it. Or we
I can
could
probably do that.
Time after time.
That is a great song. True Colors and Time After Time are both great songs.
The final countdown.
Anyway, thanks for hosting.
Gary,
Yo,
what you got coming up?
Monday night, 9:00 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Foul Territory will be once again on the air. Episode 350. Will we do something special? I don't know. But love to have everybody there. If you're a channel member of mine, then Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central is our members only chat where I give away a knife each week. So anyway, thanks for having me.
Barbecue. What you got going on?
Thursday night I should have a show, barring any more fun family things happening. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll figure something out by then, I'm sure. What do you have going on?
Oh, not a lot. So if you watch this replay, leave a comment. Whatever we talked about. That's agree with it. What's your favorite weather song? Next chat will be next Saturday. And yeah. But I had a couple of videos I put out this week. One was just a short that when I was editing the range footage, I noticed there's a shot where you can see my shotgun smoking.
Oh.
And other than that, I hope everybody has a good rest of the night and go do something good.